Hello, everybody. Welcome back to perfect timing, Paul. Perfect
Yeah,
timing.
I am here, all right.
Yeah, good. Thank you.
Good, good.
Yeah, welcome back, everyone. Back to another pre-match live stream before the Gillingham game. I'm going to be joined with two others as well. I'm going to be joined with Jack Dodds and the Adopted Mackem, but I think they'll be on a little bit later. Someone, I think they got a bit of a late night, so we'll see them in a little bit. Even though I got a late night, I'm surprised I'm up. Anyway, nonetheless, I'm joined with Dan Humphrey, who will be later on hosting with me the first ever post-match live streams. How you doing, Dan?
Yeah, I'm all right, mate. How are you?
Oh yeah. I'm not too bad. Only been awake for about an hour now. But yeah, and then also our emergency guest as well. We've got Paul. How are you doing, Paul?
Yeah, not too bad. A bit of a late night for me as well, but like you, I managed to get up and get ready, so we're doing all right.
Yeah, we are. So later on, we will be doing a quiz like we normally do. So everyone, please do feel free to join in. Also, live chat as well. Put your comments in. Also, another thing I'd say is that we are trying to get to 300 subscribers as soon as we can. I think last time I checked, we're 10 away, 290, I think.
That's right.
As soon as we get to 300, we'll be doing the giveaway for a streamer pass for one of the matches of your choice. So we'll save you £10. So literally just subscribe, get us to 300, and then every time we get to like 500 or 1,000, we'll be doing a bigger giveaway and a bigger giveaway. And yeah. So, yeah, please do that. Also, give the video a like as well. There's already 8 people watching. Put yourselves in the comments as well so we know who's watching. So, yeah, like the video. And yeah, all thanks for watching. So, our opponents later on today, Gillingham. How do you think that will go? Dan, we'll start with you. What do you think?
It's always going to be a tough game against Gillingham. You know, we've played them every season now since we've been in League One. And Steve Evans, he knows... He's a decent League One manager. Knows how to set his team up. You know what to expect. They play long ball. Definitely, he's got a big. You have a big striker to try and win it, hold it up. So, yeah, it's always going to be a tough game, but hopefully our form and our continued improvement under Lee Johnson will hopefully get us the victory. Yeah,
no, I agree. Paul, what do you think for later on today?
Yeah, I don't know. I am optimistic, like I always am. I think it's going to be. Sorry, I didn't put my phone on mute there. I think having these 2 new signings coming in is going to be a bit of a boost. Even if they don't get us started yet, the other players are going to be thinking, right, we need to sort of show what we can do. I'm hoping for a better performance, even though we are getting the results. I'm still disappointed with the performances. So I think today is a time for them to show what they can do performance-wise and to get the results. I predicted a 2-0 win, so yeah, that's what I'm going to go for. Hopefully, it's a good one. We just need 3 points.
Well, yeah, hopefully we've got our new signings. We've got what's his name, Vokins and Jones. I believe Vokins is in the squad. Are you happy with the signings?
I never know much about players until they actually come here. I've looked a little bit at them. Yeah. They seem to there's a lot of people on Twitter have good things to say about them. Obviously, we've bought what could be potentially good signings in the past, like Will Grigg, and they've shown to be pathetic. So it just depends how they fit in. I think Lee Johnson knows what he's doing. I'm quite confident that he's picking the right players. I'm looking forward to seeing what they can do anyway, put it that way.
Brilliant. Dan, new signings, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm pretty confident, happy with him. Vokins, he's been around the Southampton first team for quite a while now. He's been challenging Bertrand for his spot. So he looks a promising young left back, and he looked like he was ready to get going in the interview. He wants to be promoted as well, so he was pretty confident in that. And then Jones as well. I've seen a few clips of Jones. He looks rapid. He looks completely different to what we have at the moment. Sort of a big man, but he's pretty quick as well. So yeah. I think he looks decent as well, so I'm very happy with our signings, definitely.
Yeah, I agree as well. I mean, I think they're hello Jordan. I think that they are pretty good signs for this level. Obviously, they're both 6-month loan deals, but you know, I think they could do a job. And with Dobson going and these two coming in, and whether we get that Ross County, I think it all depends on this Ross County striker, whether Will Grigg leaves or not. Could go down to another deadline day dilemma for him. So I'm happy. I'm happy with the 2 signings as well. But I think the squad's in better shape than it will be. It will be in better shape by the end of the window than it was at the start, I'm sure. But it's just about what happens with our strikers. Danny Graham, I don't think he's going anywhere. Yeah, he's definitely not going anywhere yet. And Will Grigg, again, it all depends on this Ross County striker who we've had a bid. I saw £120,000 turned down for him. I mean, do you know anything about this Ross County striker, Dan? Dan?
Oh, sorry. You just cut out a bit there.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I think they want 500,000 for him, but we only bid 120. So I don't know if that means how much we rate him, if you know what I mean. Because surely if we really wanted him, we would have probably bid a bit higher. But yeah, again, I've never heard of him. His stats aren't great, but you never know. The stats don't tell the whole story because he's probably playing in a weaker team.
Do you know what the stats are? I haven't had a chance to look at this guy. Can you give us what is sort of
2 goals?
2 goals
this season. 2 goals. Yeah.
2 goals, man.
Well, it's still an improvement over Grigg, isn't it?
It is. It's 2 more goals than Grigg's got. So I guess we're going places with that one. But yeah, in terms of anything else in the window, I don't think there's too much. I think Lee Johnson made his press conference. He said he'd like to get 1 more in. He maybe 2, and ideally 3. So he's got 2 in now. So I think that third person is probably the striker. I can't see anyone else. Sort of the best option that we could have got is probably Nisbet or something like that from Hibernian. But I don't know whether we're going to get him now because Birmingham City have bid like 2 million for him, and I don't think we're going to be spending any sort of money like that in our January window anyway in the future. But yeah, I sort of want to start the quiz, but I mean we haven't got Jack and Karl here, so I don't know.
Should give them a little about 1:15 if we can. What time is it now? Yeah, give them about 1:15 and we'll start the quiz. If there's anybody in at the minute that wants to ask any questions, just leave them in the comments as well. I am really interested to know the lineup today, lead Matthew. So, did you see one of the players is available to start, or both of them?
Vokins is the left back. Left back is. So I don't know whether he'd start ahead of McFadzean. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think he should start ahead of McFadzean?
I think you should chuck him straight in there. I reckon he might as well. He's that type of manager. I reckon Lee Johnson will throw him in at the deep end.
Yeah, I think I agree. They must have been watching him. Has he been getting game time this season?
Vokins, he played against Arsenal about 4 days ago. Oh, that's
right. Yeah. I personally, I would just chuck him in. I mean, no, McFadzean hasn't done a terrible job. You know, he's done what he's. So I think he's done what he's capable of doing, and he has sort of backed up Hume. If Hume was fit, I would have played him ahead of McFadzean. But we've got him. I would just show him a vote of confidence. I'd chuck him straight in, see what he can do. If it looks like he's struggling or he's not sort of budding in well straight away, then take him off for half time. Even give McFadzean the second 45 minutes. So yeah, I'm really excited about seeing how he's going to sort of lay out the team, what the formation is going to be, if it's changing or how this new signing plays. It's all exciting times.
Yeah. Also, the last game as well against Ipswich. I mean, do you think there's anything from that game we should maybe change for today, or do you think we should keep the same lineup?
Ipswich game was a funny one, and it's hard to tell exactly because the game wasn't ruined because it went to 10 men. It was actually brilliant for us, but we didn't know. It's hard to gauge how the team would have performed with Ipswich having 11 men. Now, I've heard people saying that if Ipswich had kept 11 men on the pitch, I think it was Jack Dodds who was saying this on something I watched earlier, but I think what he was suggesting was if they'd kept the 11 men, we would have had more chances on goal because they wouldn't have been sitting back as deep. We would have played better. But it is hard. It's definitely hard to gauge the team going off that last performance. I mean, the performance wasn't great, even when they went down to 10 men. For me, we should have capitalised a bit more, had more chances. I don't know why it wasn't happening for us, but like people keep saying, we've got the 3 points. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I have no idea. With Sunderland, even on a good day, with no problems, like you cannot really gauge what they're going to come out like. Sometimes they're so inconsistent, and they sometimes have a great game, and quite often they have a poor game. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I'm hopeful. I'm always optimistic, so we'll see what happens.
Dan, going off the Ipswich game, do you think there's anything we should change for today?
Well, I quite like the changes he made at half time when he brought Hamilton on. I thought Hamilton changed the game really. I think he created a few chances, got stuck in. Winchester I wasn't too impressed with, but again, he's only played a few games, so I guess until he's had a continued run of starts, maybe you can't really judge him. So I'd probably keep the same team, but I'd definitely start the new left back. Yeah.
Yeah, going off Embleton. I mean, that sort of half-time substitution. I don't think Lee Johnson's afraid to take off a player who's already been booked. He did it with Jack Diamond against Lincoln, so he did it with Winchester. I think Embleton. He's not really a player that's impressed me too much. But I mean, what do you think of Embleton? How he's played?
Go on, Dan.
Go on.
Yeah, he's a funny player really because he's been around the fringes of the squad for the last 2 or 3 years now since we've been in the Championship. And obviously, he went out on loan to Grimsby, but he's quite an inconsistent player. I think some days he looks brilliant, and in other days he doesn't really affect the game. But I think there is something there. The way he sort of glides past players, and he's got. What I like about him as well is he's sort of both-footed, and I think to be that strong on both feet is quite a nice asset to have. But yeah, it's a tough one really because he hasn't. It's not like he's started, like as I said with Winchester. He's not started a consecutive amount of games.
Yeah,
he's always like the sub or the man who comes on with 20 till a go or whatever. So yeah, but I thought I was impressed with him against Ipswich. So maybe give him a chance, maybe.
Yeah,
Paul?
Yeah, I think he's a little bit like the rest of the team. He's a bit inconsistent. Sometimes he has a good game. Sometimes it's not so great. But like Dan's just said, he's not getting regularly full length games. And I think if he's in our plans for getting regular starts, then I think he needs to give him just that, like regular starts, and give him a good 70 minutes every game at least. You know what I mean? I think all players need that. To be honest with you, I hate it when the chopping and change. I know he's got to try and figure out the best partnerships, especially with it being January and he's bringing new players in, so it's acceptable. But these players are not going to show their full potential until they do get a run in the team. So yeah, I think with Embleton, if I was to give him an overall rating out of 10 for everything I've seen so far, it would be the standard 6, I would say. So yeah, he needs a bit more. I need to see a bit more of him. Same with that Winchester as well, like Dan was saying, he's not getting enough starts yet, but that's to be expected.
Yeah, I think it's a bit too early for everyone to be making up their minds on Winchester because again, he's only played 4 games now, and I don't think he's actually had a full 90 minutes yet. So I think he did certain things that I quite liked. You know how he backheeled the ball down for Max Power, and then Max Power crossed in the ball for Wyke, and Wyke scored. You know, just little things like that. I think Winchester moves the ball a little bit better than maybe some of our other midfielders. He finds those little gaps to pass the ball into that I've already seen that from him, like little glimpses. So I mean, he's just settled in. You know, he's joined Sunderland from Forest Green Rovers. So you know, give him time. It's not quite FIFA. You know, it's real life, and just give these players time. You know, like when we moved like Will Grigg all the way from where he lived. I mean, he still lives there now to Sunderland. So you know, we just got to give these people time.
It's a big change as well, isn't it? From playing for Forest Green and all the way down there. It's a completely different sort of area as well. So it's going to take him time to sort of get used to it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, no, exactly. So yeah, we'll just give him time. On the chat, Chris Scott says we can't have 3 non-attacking centre mids again, surely. No, I think Winchester's quite sort of an attacking option, to be honest with you. I think he's quite eager to sort of run down the wings and put crosses, and I saw that early on in the Ipswich game. And I don't think he's one for sort of passing the ball back. I think it might just be the players around him that I've seen Ledbetter. He always likes to drop deep and then request the ball back. I think Ledbetter's part of the passing backwards and sideways, because I don't think Ledbetter's a sort of player that wants to go forward. Paul, did you want to have your say?
Yeah, I totally agree. As Chris Scott said that, yeah, I totally agree with him. I think we need that midfielder that has got the quality to get down the way, get forward, and play a bit. Sorry, someone's putting us off. It's Jack. Hello, Jack. You all right?
Sorry, lads.
That's all right, mate. That's all right. We can tell by your eyes you've had a rough one. So it's nice.
I was only on these last night.
Well, you can tell you've just woke up, mate, but you still look gorgeous. Don't worry about it.
A few little technical difficulties.
Aye, that's fine. But yeah, what was I talking about there?
Winchester or something like that.
Winchester, I think he is very similar to Ledbetter, but obviously he's younger. He can move forward a bit better than him. But yeah, we need a midfielder that's not going to just sit back sideways, passes backwards. I'm fed up of that. We need somebody that's a bit more attack minded, and even Power at right backs sort of started doing that. So yeah, I'm happy with getting some more creativity and attack minded midfielders in there.
Yeah, Dan, what do you think?
Yeah, same really. I'd give someone like, you could even play Embleton as the attacking midfielder, or Gooch or someone like that. Change it up. Maybe try one of them, because I do think our midfield is still quite defensive. I haven't really worked out what Winchester's main position is yet. So
Yep, Paul.
Right, I'm gonna. Karl's ready to come in as well, our guest. So I'm gonna come out of here. I'm gonna send him the link, and we'll get Karl in as well, and you can get your quiz started. All right.
I sent him a link on Twitter DMs. I don't know if you've seen that.
All right. No, I didn't say that. But excellent. That's fine. Then I'll leave you guys to it, and I will be watching. So I'll enjoy that now. Okay, you guys take care.
All right. See you later, Paul. Cheers.
See you later.
Dan, did you have anything else to add onto the Winchester thing you were saying?
Not really, no. Because it's sort of, you're right though. Scowl and Ledbetter, I thought, are very defensive players for me. So maybe give an option of someone else in there, but I think it'd probably just keep it the same. And yeah, we've got to give Winchester, as I said earlier, we've got to give Winchester time. Yeah,
absolutely. Jack, now you've joined us. We'll start from the very start with questions for you. So Gillingham this afternoon. What do you think ahead of the game?
Quite confident, to be honest. They're really inconsistent in form. They won 4-1 in the last game. They're off the back of 2 wins, but if you look back, they seem to be win, lose, draw, win, lose, draw, win, lose, draw. They have a lot of young players in the squad, and the only real creative player they've got is Jordan Graham on the right wing. As long as we can cancel him out, I can't see them creating any chances really. The only downside of that is, of course, look who plays left back for us. So that's where I think the trigger point will be on their right wing. But I think apart from that, if we can keep him quiet, I can't see a reason why we can't come away with all 3 points.
One thing we were saying earlier was obviously we have signed a new left back. What do you think of him? Do you think he should be started straight away, or do you think make an appearance on the bench?
If he's ready to come in, then why not? You know what I mean? McFadzean.
I'd say who else is ready to come in?
There we go. McFadzean just kind of defend to save his life, so if he's ready to come in, why not? I don't think Jordan Jones is ready to play today, but if he's ready to come in, I don't see any reason why not. Sooner he gets in, the sooner he can get up to match sharpness, really.
Yeah, brilliant. You just seen on your screen, Karl, the Adopted Mackem, has just joined us. Karl, how you doing?
Yeah, not so bad. I deal with a bit of work issues, but I'm good. All sorted.
Yeah, no problem. So Gillingham this afternoon, Karl. What do you think? What do you think ahead of it?
Gillingham, they're on a mixed run at the minute. They sometimes they'll win 2 games, then they'll lose 2, win 2, lose 2. They're on a run of at the minute for 1-4-1. Oh, I'm busy, baby. You're doing it again. Go downstairs.
I want to taste. Where?
Come here.
Where? Your first kiss. Please, can you do the game after?
After, yes. Right,
my little brother's still asleep. He's still asleep.
I was about 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, Gillingham 4-1 win last time. But they did lose their goalkeeper out on loan, I believe, to a championship side.
Yeah.
So,
did they? Oh yeah, they did, because they got the emergency loan in, didn't they, earlier on in the season?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think with the 2 new signings, what we've done yesterday, don't know if they're playing today. If they do, then it's going to be a big boost. But I think we're going to go for a win.
Fair enough, Carl. Carl, I just want to quickly touch on it before we head on to the quiz. Obviously, you've got your own channel, the Adopted Mackem channel. How you find that you're doing the Black Cat podcast? How are you getting on with that? You happy with how it's doing?
Yeah, I'm absolutely happy. I've had yourself and Jack on the podcast. I've had Sean Middleton, Michael Bowers, one of the fans on SOC Fan TV, or Family Apps. Tim Birch, he's been on. And I've just had one of my old teammates, Luke Collins, on yesterday. It's going brilliantly. I'm up to 64 subs, nearly there to 100. And next week I've got Conrad Lee on the podcast as well, so it's going pretty good. And Dan, if you're available, I'll probably get you on there as well, mate.
Yeah, I'm up for it. Yeah, that's class.
Yeah, Dan would love that, wouldn't you, Dan? Yeah, because then, Carl, what we really want to know is, before we start, he goes, who's been your favourite guest so far?
I can't pick a favourite, unfortunately. All my guests have been absolutely brilliant and amazing, so I can't pick.
All right, no problem. All right, then. So I think we covered quite a lot. I think we'll just sort of head into the quiz. Jack, can you be in charge of writing down the team in the banner and making it go across the bottom? Is that all right?
Yes, team news will come out at us, won't
it? No, come out at 12. 12. Yeah. Right. So Karl forgot to mention him on the pod.
Oh yes, yeah, and you, Paul.
Oh dear me! Right, okay, everyone.
I've done 9 episodes, Paul. It's hard to remember all of them.
You remember the big names.
He remembers the big names, yeah. All right, so has everyone got a notepad and pen ready to write down your answers with and show them? Yeah, lovely. All right, then. So we've got 20 questions. And yeah, I think just to say I knew all the answers to all these anyway. There, so that's how I wrote them. I wrote them down. So, sorry. Right, here we go. So, number 1.
Gary Roll.
What? Number 1. What year was Sunderland AFC founded? Nice and easy one to start us off. I need to take score, you know.
Anyway, look at Dan looking at his badge.
No, it's not on there.
Is it not?
Where's your pen?
No,
not the Sunderland badge, no.
I swear it is along the top somewhere.
No. This is the word for in pursuit of excellence. All right, everyone ready to show your answers?
Yeah.
Okay, go on, show. Oh, Jack and Dan have got it, 1879.
What did you put, Karl?
1892.
Is it a guess?
Yeah, pretty much. It was a guess.
Right. Okay, 1 point for Dan and Jack. So, next question. Right. Who wears the number 26 shirt for Sunderland? Everyone in the chat, take part. Come on, don't be shy.
Oh, I should know this because that was Michael Bowers when the squad numbers got released. Right.
Okay, everyone ready to show your answers? Okay, show. Yeah, it is a Karl Winchester. Yes. Bailey Wright did wear number 26 last season, Karl, so that's probably what you were thinking.
That was it.
Yeah. Question number 3. Which Sunderland manager signed Jermaine Defoe?
Oh.
Michael Bowers is here. Come on, lads. Come on. How are you, lads?
I'm going to go for an interesting one here.
Okay, you ready? Show them. Allardyce, Allardyce. All incorrect. It was Gus Poyet.
I had a feeling it was the
Ooh.
one before. I couldn't remember who it was.
Nah, because Gus Poyet was in the January, and then then he signed the phone, and Gus Poyet went a few months later. Yep. All right. And so still, Dan 2, Jack 2, Karl, you're yet to score, but come on, Karl. In early days. Question number 4. In the 2014-15 season, which club did Sunderland earn a 0-0 draw against to remain in the Premier League? So we drew 0-0 against a team that confirmed our safety in the Premier League.
What kind of a question is that?
Oh no.
2004.
Come on.
15,
We were all there.
4 years.
That might have been Advocate who kept us up.
Oh, I know that now.
Oh no, I'm not going to say anymore. We're all there celebrating. Great day.
Ready?
Was it this?
Right,
No,
Right,
next
right,
one,
right.
next answer.
All right.
Sorry?
I think I got it.
Okay, go on. Show. Manchester United, Arsenal. Yeah, the answer is Arsenal.
Jacob Kirkbride's favourite team.
You would have known that one.
Right, number 5. Who has the most Premier League appearances for Sunderland?
Of the current squad or of all time?
Well,
Nothing.
of all time.
Of all time.
I just think anyone in our team has played a game in the Premier League for Sunderland at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
Gooch.
Oh yeah, apart from Gooch, yeah. Yeah, we played like 2 or 3
And
games.
Is Lebbett? Yeah, Lebbett.
Oh yeah, Lebbett, yeah.
Years ago. See?
Sorry. Right,
Danny
you ready to
Graham.
share your answers?
Danny Graham.
Dan's got it correct. It's John O'Shea.
Yes. I knew that one.
It's quite surprising, that, because he was on here for he was quite a while, but he wasn't here for very long.
Jordan says Jimmy Montgomery. Jimmy Montgomery is the record appearance maker for Sunderland, and the one says Michael Gray. Right, so next question. Oh, come on, Matthew, what are you doing? Right, so number 6. Wes Brown scored 1 goal for Sunderland. Which team was it against?
I can tell you that any amount of team that scored an own goal against.
I was at this game. It was a great day. Great day.
I'm going to guess it's just him down south then.
I'm going to guess, yeah. As well.
I'll give you a clue. Should I give you a clue?
Go on.
Nah.
Go on.
They play in West London and they play in the colour blue.
Can only really be one team. I don't really know if
Yeah,
it's West
what?
London, but
Got to be.
All incorrect. It's QPR.
oh, well, that was a bit dodgy. It could have been white.
Yeah, that's
I'll
a bit dodgy for play blue and white.
Put Fulham first. I've gone around all the London ones.
Dear me. Right, unlucky lads. My QPR's my local
Remember that
team
now, yeah.
near where I was born. But there you go.
Did we lose?
No, we won 3-2. Nicholas Benter put us 1-0 up. Stefan Zessi on 2-0 up. Then they came back to 2-2. And then the last minute, Wes Brown from a corner. And it went in. It was unreal scenes. Right, question number 7. The North Stand at the Stadium of Light is sponsored by which company? So not only is it the North Stand, it's Stand. Stand.
I've not no point me writing anything down. Don't know it.
Go on, just write anything.
It's the only one I can think of
Right, go on.
that I've heard of this before.
Carling. Well done.
I've written nothing.
Well done.
How you say it, I know, but
First point. Jack is now level on points with Dan. So it's Dan 4, Jack 4, Karl 1. Right. Question number 8. Luke O'Nien's first goal at the Stadium of Light was scored against which team?
oh, I know. Just got came to me.
I was there.
I think it's this one. I'll down myself now.
Thumbs up, guys. Right, everyone share your answers.
Matthew's a team news out. Oh no, it won't be 12, isn't it? Yeah.
Barnsley. Yeah, Barnsley's correct. Well done.
It was like at
Dan
the
and
end of the
Jack.
game, wasn't it? Diving.
Yeah,
for it.
yeah, to make it 4-2, yeah. Yeah, as you can see on screen as well, please do hit the thumbs up. We've got 16 people watching, so everyone who's watching, give a thumbs up as well. Subscribe to the channel as well. We're doing a giveaway at 300, and every time we hit another milestone, we'll do another giveaway. This one, if you get 300, then it'll give away a match streaming pass for any game of your choice. So yeah, make sure you subscribe, get to 300, hopefully by the end of today. All right then. So what question was that? Number 8. Okay, number 9. Charlie White. Number 9. What was the final score in the first ever derby between Sunderland and Newcastle played at the Stadium of Light? So the first ever Tyne and Wear derby played at the Stadium of Light. What was the score?
That would be when they were really good, won't it? Would have been in the 90s.
I've got no idea.
Jesus. I was living in Portsmouth by then. Jesus.
Just a guess.
Should I guess as well, but I'm going with that. I think they were quite decent at the time. So
Has everyone got an answer? Go on, show. 2-1 Sunderland, 0-0, 3-1 Mags. No, it was a 2-2 draw. And there's quite a lot of clips from this game with Kevin Phillips equalising. Sure, but anyway. Right.
not all of us can recite every single game in Sunderland's history, Matthew.
And so question number 10. Who was Sunderland captain in the 2009-10 season?
Can I go with the player who was selected to be captain, then ended up getting transfer?
I want the person who wore the armband all season.
He didn't wear it all season. He didn't wear it the first few games.
All right, well, the majority of the season.
Well, I'm going to put in brackets the player who.
Just put a name, Jack. Just put. A name.
I don't know this one. It's another guess.
What year was it again?
2009-10 season. So the season with Steve Bruce, but we had that little white thing around the badge.
Oh yeah,
Darren Bent's incredible season.
Yeah.
I can't think.
I'm trying to find that shirt. I had that shirt. Boyle Sports one.
Yeah, I did as well. I always wanted the away kit for that season, but I never got it.
That away kit was nice.
It was, yeah.
Was that the sort of grey one?
White. Was it white one with a bit yellow one?
Yeah,
I've got that, I think.
All Reet lads from West London. All right.
I don't know this one.
All
right, you're going to show? Yeah. Okay. Katamal, Loriksana, Ledbetter. The answer I got is Loriksana.
Danny Collins
Didn't know that
captain
one.
the first 3 games before he got sold. So.
Danny Collins, what a legend.
Is that the 2009-10 season when Darren Bent scored and beat Newcastle 1-0?
Newcastle in the Championship.
Oh, yeah.
I see, yeah.
Season came up, but I think...
Season after, yeah.
Did we draw 1-1 and get beat?
That's season after, yeah. And then the season after, we didn't beat them for another few seasons. All right, and so that's question number 10. So I'll just tell you the scores currently. It's Dan 5, Jack 6, and Karl 1. Come on, Karl, you can save it now. The last 10 questions.
Should have got the Karl in one. I'm annoyed at that.
Right, so question number 11. How many Premier League games did Sunderland win under Paolo Di Canio? Premier League games did Sunderland win? Paolo Di Canio as the manager.
He wasn't here for very long, was he?
No. No, he traumatised the players. Probably why.
The no catch-up rule. Freeze
Yeah.
Doing a party with McGeady.
McGeady?
So doing a McGeady.
8, 7, 7. He won 2. He won 2 games. 2 Premier League. He beat
Newcastle was one of them, I know that.
Yeah, and then we beat Everton the following week, and they didn't win again. We just drew games.
That's mental.
He was only here for like 18 games or something.
Yeah, so pretty much when he came in, obviously we beat Newcastle 3-0, which automatically made him a legend and he was never going to get sacked. Then we beat Everton the week after, Stefan Sessegnon 1-0. After the game, he went on and just punched the air, and all the fans were loving it. And then we all loved him, so we never really sacked him again. So until the next season. So yeah, he just kept us up with 2 wins, I guess. Don't know why Martin O'Neill couldn't have done that, but anyway. Right, so question number 12. In February 2019, Sunderland defeated our opponents today, Gillingham 4-2. Who were the goal scorers? Now, me and Dan, we were at this game, weren't we? I was
think
there.
that was the game I was on the pitch.
I was there, yeah. Dan went on the pitch because he's
I think that was the day before my birthday, I think. I
spontaneously went to Sunderland from Norfolk for some reason.
I know Tom Eve scored for Gillingham.
Yeah, and then Honeyman missed a sitter. I remember that.
Which I'm sure you've never forgotten about to this day.
I've never forgotten about.
Was it 4 different goal scorers, or was it?
It was 4. It was 4. It was 4 different goal scorers. If you got 2 or 3, I'll give you half a point. If you get 4, I'll give you the full point. 4 different goal scorers. Yeah. And don't get confused. Don't get confused because we did beat them 4-1 away earlier on in the season. So don't get confused with that one. Carl's already shown his answers. Carl, just give us a sec, and then we'll.
That was it. I've definitely got 3, but I'm unsure on 1. So I remember 2. I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to wait until Dan writes his answer down. Actually,
I think I've got 2, but I've gone blank.
Just go with who's scoring goals at the time. That's what I do.
Yeah, I was going to guess.
I remember this like it was yesterday.
Well,
1-1 lead
from years ago, but of course you did.
Yeah.
Let's go with him.
I had a great time. I had a fantastic time. Go on, ready to show? Go on, everyone, show. Katz, McGeady, Maguire, Grigg, Power, McGeady, 09, Grigg, Catamol, Maguire, McGeady. So give yourself. Well, hang on a minute. Wait. So Jack's got 1, 2, 3.
Me and Jack wrote the same.
You 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2. Okay. Right. All of you can have half a point because
wasn't Maguire, was it?
No, it was Tom Flanagan.
Oh,
that was always from the corner, yeah.
From the header, yeah.
Yeah, I can remember we had 2 penalties late on in the game, and I think McGeady got the first one and Grigg got the second.
Yeah, no, Grigg got the first one, and then McGeady got the second one. All right, and so you all got half. Yeah, you all got half a point for that one. Okay, then. So next question. In the Stefan Sessegnon song, God took Messi and who?
Oh, you don't know this. Come on.
God took Messi and mixed them together to make one. Then he came up with Stefan Sessegnon.
God took Messi.
Surely it's got to be. I'm guessing.
It's 2 syllables.
I'm ready to go. Like,
I don't know if I'm right, if I'm honest. It's just a guess. I was only about 5, 6.
Nah, you're older than that, man. About 8.
9?
What year was it?
2000.
Well, he signed in 2010 and left in like 2013. Yeah. He must have been like 7, 8, 9. All right then. Sure, everyone. Pele, Ronaldo. It's Pele. Go on, sing it for us, Jack. Sing it for us, Jack.
God took Messi and Pele, mixed the 2 to make one, and he came up with
Stefan Sessegnon.
I saw it on Twitter yesterday as well.
Yeah, it was 10 years ago the day that he joined on it yesterday.
Yeah.
What did you
I just don't remember it.
Poyo or something, isn't it? The defender from Barcelona. Yeah, what's his name? Puyo, yeah. I struggle to say that. All right, then. So question number 14. Right. Who was Sunderland's captain in the 1937 FA Cup final?
Oh, I know his name.
I know it sounds like a hard question, but you will know this person's
I
name.
think Paul was still alive.
He was there.
1937.
Oh, I know his name, but it's just gone. It's gone.
I can't even think of who played for us in the 30s. Give us a clue, Matthew.
No. Apart from the fact you all know who he is.
Can we at least have a first letter of one of his names?
Nah.
30. I could name you just like most of the 73 squad.
Well, I don't know.
Leah Delpit, Bobby Kerr. Jack should go on
I know
X
as soon
Factor
as you
with a
say
voice
it.
like that.
Oh, 37.
Was he a centre back?
Come on, let's put a name down. No, I don't think so.
I've got no idea
No,
if he
wasn't.
played in the 30s. But
Oh, I'll give you a clue. He's not a goalkeeper or centre back. So he's either midfielder or striker.
That's my answer, screwed.
Same.
Everyone got an answer
No
down?
idea.
Yeah.
I'll give you a clue. There's a sports centre in Hendon named after
Oh,
him.
yeah.
Nah.
Mine's right.
Everyone show your
Haven't
answer?
heard that way.
Everyone show your answer? Yeah, Rach Carter.
I knew it.
So he said he wasn't a centre back or striker. I thought Rich Carter.
Yeah, Jordan puts Carter after I've said it, but there you go.
Jordan.
Oh, dear me. Right. Okay, then. So, next question. Question number 15. In Peter Farrah's My Sunderland 11, which is a great video. Anyone who hasn't seen it yet, go check it out. Probably I think the last video uploaded on the channel or something like that. Yeah, go on there, give it a like and comment. Good job, Matthew. Good job, Peter.
What he chose.
Yeah, so, right. In his 11, he chose Shay Given as the goalkeeper. How many appearances did Shay Given make for Sunderland?
If we get it close, can we get it?
Yeah, the closest one gets it. But if you're both like
I
bang
only
on
watched
half
it yesterday.
I watched it as well.
should be fresh in your mind. Chris
think
Scott
that's right.
says the sports centre in beautiful Hendon. That's where you live, Jack, innit?
Hendon. About how far? Maybe about 20-minute walk from Hendon. At least I live in Sunderland now. Got to hit back with that at one time. But...
No, I'm not going to hit back with anything. Right, everyone ready to show your answer? Yeah, go on, show. 15, 18, 12. Ah, Jack's the closest. It's 17.
17, innit?
Yeah.
I knew it. It was between 12 and 17.
Don't worry. Right. So Jack's running away with this one.
What did you put, Jack?
18. The answer was 17.
It's a good guess though, Karl, because you're only like 2 off or whatever.
Two off.
That's fine. Yeah.
Half season, isn't it, really?
If you got one more, Karl, I would have given you half a point, but it's fine. Doesn't matter. All right. So question number 16. In the Sunderland chant, what is flying high up in the sky?
Come on. Can we have a little sing song of this after as well?
Ah, yeah.
That I love Gene.
Won't be my version because my voice is absolutely ill. It makes me 4-year-old niece laugh. Brain's dead. Brain's dead.
All right, Jack and Dan, you got an answer? Red flag, brilliant. Go on then. Go on, someone sing it.
Flying
high up in the sky. We'll keep the red flag flying high. Away we go. Sure to know. We'll keep the red flag flying high. Flying high.
All right. You're gonna scare Carl's niece.
Oh no, she's gone. She's gone.
Oh, Jack, man, you do make me laugh. Right, so number 17. Which team did Sunderland beat in the quarterfinals of the Capital One Cup in 2014? So the season we actually went to Wembley in this trophy. In the cup. Who did we beat in the quarterfinals?
All day. Bang.
Shame you didn't say semi-final first leg, because that was my first game at Stadium of Light.
All right.
I was there. Quarterfinals.
Oh, does Jack know? He's got to know. Surely Jack, he's got to know.
Yeah.
He's just double checking on his phone.
No, actually, I'm getting Twitter up for the lineups.
Hi, when did they come out? 15 minutes time.
Quarterfinals.
I hope that new left back starts. That's what I'm going to say.
Chris Scott says Flanagan back today. Oh, never fear, lads. Flanagan's back.
Beauty.
Got to be one of the big ones.
You got an answer, Karl?
Yeah.
Jack and Dan, go on, show. Chelsea, Liverpool. Yeah, the answer's Chelsea. Yeah, keys like last minute goal.
So young.
I was actually stuck between Liverpool and Chelsea, and I just went for Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Right. Question number 19. 2 left.
18. Isn't it?
Huh? Oh, sorry. Yes, 18. So I'm getting ahead of myself here. All right. So question number 18. Who was the last team Sunderland beat in the Premier League?
I know that.
It's got to be.
I don't know if it's still possible for you to get back in this. 5, 6, 7, 7.5.
Double points. Last question I heard.
I'll give you double. Yeah, I'll give you double points if you get the last question. 6, 7, 7.5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Actually, no, I don't think Dan's actually going to. No, Dan can't catch up even if he did 2
Are we ending
points.
the stream at 12:30 or 1:45?
Yeah.
12, half 12.
Half 12, yeah.
Okay.
Ready?
Hang on a minute, wait. We'll just interrupt you all there. Sunderland have agreed a potential 300,000 plus deal with Ross County to sign Ross Stewart. So we've agreed a deal. Okay, go on.
His return is awful, though.
I know. We'll speak about this after the quiz. Go on. Everyone show your answers. Last team we beat in the Premier League. Newcastle, Hull City, Bournemouth. It was Hull City with a Billy Jones diving header.
I remember Bournemouth with the team that relegated us to go down, but I knew
we won 2-0. No, Dan, you are right. It was a Billy Jones diving header and Defoe scored to make it 2-0.
I thought so. Yeah, because they got relegated as well, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Yeah. All right then. So question number 19. Right. So, how many nationalities are currently in the Sunderland squad? You don't have to name them. I just. All right. Yeah, I don't need to know which nationalities are. I just need to know how many there are. Whew. Dan, if you get 7, you get 7 points. Just joking. You get 8, you get 9 points. You get 9, you get 10, 10 points. 11, 11 points.
Who else have we got? You get 5, you get 5 points. You get 4, you get 4 points. You get 3. Does a certain man who's not been playing this season count?
I don't know which man you're talking about. There's quite a lot of men who aren't playing this season.
A young man.
Oh, hang on. Have I counted that? Oh, I think you're thinking of. No, he does not count now.
I don't know if we're thinking of the same person now.
If you're thinking of Kimpioka, no.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Why does he not count?
Well, because he's literally not played a game.
Yeah, he's still part of the squad, isn't he?
All right, fine. He is part of the squad then. All right, I'll change the answer then.
He's not,
And
he's
does
not
the-
secretary at Papa John's game or something?
Nah. He got injured in the 23s game. Didn't even get a player first team on.
Got any Scotch players?
Should
have had John McLaughlin, but he's gone.
All Jills, aren't we? So we have some Gillingham fans joining us. Hello, how you doing? Thank you for tuning in. If you wouldn't mind just pressing the like button and subscribing to our channel, it'd be very much appreciated. Thank you. Wish you all the best for the rest of the season, by the way, as well. Anyone got an answer?
Yeah.
Yep.
Go on then, show. 6, 6, 5. The answer is 7. No, sorry, 8. 8 if you're including Swedish for Kimpioka. So I can tell you them all now. So we have, obviously, first one, English, Australian, Irish, Northern Irish, Scottish, Kosovan, American, Sweden.
Who's Scottish?
Maguire.
Yeah.
And whoever else.
Used to be John McLaughlin, but he left.
Yeah, so we've got, I'll just give you an example. So English, so Max Power, Australian, Bailey Wright, Irish, technically Aidan O'Brien and Aidan McGeady, even though both of them aren't Irish, but they are Irish internationals. Northern Irish, Conor McLaughlin, Tom Flanagan, Scottish, Chris Maguire, Kosovan, Arbi Jamahi, American, Lyndon Gooch, and then Swedish, Kimpioka.
Kosovo, what a shout that is.
Funny that
So hang on, who got the closest one?
Me and Karl.
Not me.
Did you? All right, so I'll give you both half a point. Right. Okay. So last question. If you get this one, it's worth 5 points. Checking it's not 1 point. In 1999, Stefan Schwartz signed for Sunderland. There was a clause in his contract forbidding him from doing what?
This is the last question.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I know this one. It's a classic pub quiz question, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a classic Sunderland question, isn't it?
Right, everyone ready to show your answers?
Yep.
Please show them. Couldn't go to space, going to space, playing against a former club. No, it was going to space. So that is 1 point for Dan, 1 point for Jack. So Jack, you're actually done fairly well, mate. So let me just count up these scores real quick. So Dan, you have 9.5 points out of 20. Jack, you have hang on a minute. So you have 13 out of 20, and Karl, you have 2.5 out of 20. So we'll get. Don't worry, I'm sure. On another day.
It's not as bad as one of Paul's, is it?
Nah, it's not as bad as one of Paul's. Nah. Anyway, that doesn't matter. So yeah, Jack, you are the winner of the quiz today. Do you have anything you want to say? Do you want to thank anyone?
No, just myself for all my Sunderland knowledge. That's all.
All right, bro. Fair enough. I think you're writing the quiz, right? For when are we next playing? Tuesday, is it?
Probably.
All right, lovely stuff.
Monday, isn't it?
Monday.
Monday.
I don't know.
MK Dons away.
Just on
In
Tuesday.
the-
For
no,
the
it's Monday.
Doing a stream for MK Dons.
It's Monday.
don't know. Could do. Could maybe do a live watch along. I don't know. Right. Anyway, yeah. So as I touched on during the quiz, we've struck a deal for the 300,000 for the Ross County player. Karl, what do you think of that news?
300,000. It's more than what's been reported. In the last couple of days, it was going to be 120,000 for the lad. One report said it was going to be 500,000. He's an okay player. Don't get me wrong, he's an okay player. He's a powerful winger for Ross County, but he's not bagging in the goals. But we do need a pacey winger to get that feed over to Charlie White. So 300,000. He's got to do some pretty good performances for us for me to let you go worth every single penny.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Yeah, just little. When we're playing MK Dons on Tuesday at 6:30, the 2nd of February.
Is that the cup or league? Because we've got
that is the Papa John's Trophy.
And then 5 days later, we got him in the league.
Yes. So I don't know whether the players are going to stay down there. I'm not too sure. But yes, hopefully we should get a good slice of the action on Tuesday. Jack, the Ross County player. What do you think? Ross Stewart.
His return for goals really isn't the best. And again, if you look at Charlie White's last 2 seasons at Sunderland, you would say the exact same thing and look at how he's firing. So maybe Johnson and Speakman have seen something in him where he's, he just can fit in a certain system for a certain role. And that can be working. I mean, look, his goal return isn't brilliant, but we'll just have to wait and see, to be honest. I'm not going to go too much into that because look at what's happened to Charlie White this season. Certain managers, certain systems, certain formations that can just do for certain players. So just have to wait and see. Really, I don't know much about him, but from what I do know, he doesn't look great.
Well, yeah, it's better than paying $4 million for a striker, and
over Will Grigg, even though I know nothing.
Yeah, exactly. So with this now, it looks like Will Grigg's going to go. Dan, what do you think?
I've got my faith in my boy Lee. I reckon he's scouted a decent little player. Hopefully he comes and does a job. I think he's 24, is he? So nice and young.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, we haven't got a clue what he's like, so just can't have to wait and see. Yeah. Hopefully, the stats don't always speak for themselves. So there's a lot of players who actually because everyone looks at the goals, no one necessarily looks at the assists or the sort of the assist of the assist because he could be getting into positions to pull it back to someone else. But yeah, let's have to wait and see. It's not too much money, so
yeah, exactly. I think if we are paying money for him, then I think our recruitment has seen something. I don't even know who's doing the recruitment. Who is doing the recruitment? I think isn't it like Dave Jones doing the recruitment with
no idea.
I don't even know.
Be quite involved.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not too sure how it works, but obviously they've seen something in this player to offer a transfer fee. Yeah, no, I agree as well, Jack. What you said, we need a system that will suit a striker. I mean, the most goals Charlie White scored for Bradford in a League One or League Two season was 15. He's got 12 this season for us, so he's on track to get a lot more than 15. Hopefully he gets one this afternoon if he plays. Jack, I believe the team uses in about 1 minute.
Yeah, so I've got Twitter at the ready.
Good. Yeah, so bring you the team news as well. But yeah, no, what was I going to say? Yes, so no, that's a good sign. Also, I don't think I asked earlier, Jack and Karl. Jack, we'll start with you. Dan's just gone. Jack, he's back. What do you think of the 2 new signings?
John's quite pleased with him. He's getting attracting championship clubs, and he's decided to come to us. So potentially a cut above from his time in Scotland. It looks like he played quite well for Rangers. As for the left back, I mean, we're absolutely desperate for a left back. So how you have brought one in so far in his career, looks as if he's done quite well. I just hope he can be that replacement that we need until Hume comes back, because McFadden, as I say, just can't defend.
Yeah,
team's out.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Yeah, Karl, what do you think of new signings?
Jordan Jones, he's played in this league before. He's done well, like Jack said, with Rangers, but at the same time, he's not played since November after he broke Stephen Gerrard's COVID rules. and he went to a after party after the Kilmarnock game. But he is a decent player. No doubt about it. He's going to be really good. Can we keep him after the loan deal? I hope so. If he plays well, and get Lee Johnson, give Stevie G a call and get him permanently. The Southampton player, I don't know too much about, but what I've heard from his stepdad, he's pretty good. So who knows? This could be the future building to get us out of this wretched division.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. So where have we got? James says, enjoy the match, lads. Yeah, thank you, you too. Chris Scott Speakman is, I think, with Johnson and Rodwell. Yeah, I think they're in charge of the recruitment. And as we'll see in team news in a minute, Flanagan is back for Bailey Wright as well. Diamond is in for Winchester. Winchester doesn't start. Embleton on the bench. Sanderson's on the bench as well. A lot of people saying, Jack, you've said it a few times, and I don't understand why. Is people saying, why is Sanderson, like not playing left back, or why is he sort of not in the? All right, Dan, we'll come to you. Are you? Well, I was going to say, are you pleased with the lineup? Have you seen the lineup?
I've just got it on here. Yeah,
you just see it now. Are you happy with it?
A bit disappointed, and I thought Sanderson might have started. To be honest, I thought he was quality when he came on against Ipswich. Mm-hmm. And also, I'm surprised Jack Diamond's starting as well, because obviously he didn't come on at all in the Ipswich game. So it's a bit of a weird lineup. It's quite a good bench. Guccio 9, Sanderson, Embleton, Winchester, and Vokins on the bench as well as a keeper. So hopefully he makes some subs though, won't he? So freshen it up. But I don't know. It's a bit different to the normal. I was expecting Sanderson to play, if I'm honest.
Yeah, Karl, are you pleased with the lineup?
I'm just seeing the names just go across, and I'm absolutely surprised about Jack Diamond starting, because I've always said, get Jack Diamond to at least start a game. Let's see what he's got, and then judge Jack on his performance. So I'm glad Lee Johnson's doing that. He's given him this start against Gillingham. McGeady, yeah, he's doing okay. He's never been my favourite Sunderland player, but I'll give the lad a chance. So we got McGeady, he's up there. I would have preferred a 2-striker role with Charlie Reich as well. Don't know if Lee Johnson's going to do like a fake 9 into Wyke. It could be a thing, but I don't know.
Jack, sorry, Carl.
Like the formation, is it 4-2-2 again?
Yeah, that's what we're wondering. Yeah,
4-2-2. I like the 4-3-3, because when we play with 4-3-3, we play with 3 quite defensive midfielders, and the forwards just get isolated. So I'm quite happy we went with that instead. Surprised Diamond's getting. I thought he was quite poor last Saturday. McGeady again hasn't been firing in particular of late. Happy O'Brien and White still together though up front. They've been linking up well. I think O'Brien's really helping White. Nice to see Power in at right back as well. I think he's been quite good. Not quite got the praise he deserves. A little bit disappointed to see Conor McFadden in there. I just think you could leave us exposed out on that left hand side.
Yeah, obviously we do have our new left back. He hasn't started today. But I don't know. Like we said earlier, probably should have. In terms of Aidan O'Brien, now I think I've said my opinions on him before, but I'll say it again that I don't think he's a goal scorer. He doesn't look like someone who can put goals away, but I think he's very good. He did it against Ipswich. I think it's a lot better if he plays like as a number 10 in behind Charlie Wyke, where he can sort of knock things down. I think he's quite a neat and tidy player, good with the ball at his feet, and put the ball in. What does anyone think? Dan, we'll start with you. What do you think his best position is?
Well, I was going to say, I think he's like the prime example that stats don't necessarily reflect his performances, because I feel like he's not like a stat padder as White scoring all the goals, but I feel like he's got a good touch. He's good at like winning the ball, holding it up, and I think he's been doing pretty well this season, if I'm honest. So I quite like him and White both playing together up there. I think he's definitely better centrally than on the wing. I don't really think he's a winger, but Yeah, I've been impressed. I've been fairly impressed with him.
Yeah, Jack.
I think he's the reason why he's scoring so many goals is because O'Brien's doing his dirty work for him. O'Brien's dropping deep, dropping out wide. He's got these nice touches. He's winning the ball back. He's linking up with players, and White can kind of just sit in and around the box and wait for the ball to come in. I think that's why White's scoring so many goals. So for me, O'Brien's been great, and especially since Lee Johnson came in, probably our most improved player.
Yeah, Karl.
Exactly the same as Jack. O'Brien is just, without those speeds, I don't think Charlie White will be hitting 12 goals in the league at the moment. Especially, 2 wins out of 2 so far, and Charlie White's had a hand with them. But if we didn't have O'Brien, man, could we get the goals? Could we get the goals without Charlie White and O'Brien combo? I don't know. But who knows? I think Charlie's going to do it anyway.
Yeah, I just want to touch on Charlie. Before I do that, though, Leodell's just reminded us all that no Chris Maguire has been completely dropped, not even on the bench. So, yeah, I don't know. He hasn't seemed like Lee Johnson's biggest fan, has he? No. Well, no, look the other way around. Lee Johnson probably isn't his biggest fan. Yeah, I haven't. I don't think he's actually started a game under Lee Johnson. I don't believe he has. Come on a sub. How would you all feel about if Maguire was just to leave? Because he hasn't been as good as he has in recent seasons. Dan, what do you think?
Yeah, I wouldn't. I think it was his contract end at the end of the season.
Yeah, he signed an extension from last season. Probably,
you could even sell him. Well, I guess you're not going to sell him now, but I don't think this season he's been poor for me. So I wouldn't miss him. I feel like he peaked in our first season in League One, didn't he? He was sort of one of the main players. But since then, well, last season he was all right, but it's sort of gone downhill, I guess. This season he's not been playing, so. And when he has played, he's looked off the pace. He's looked a bit unfit for me. So he hasn't cut it for me this season.
Even when he did play in the first season, he still had that massive, inconsistent run, where he went all those games and just didn't really do much. And then he had a bit of a break from the team. I remember he wasn't in the match day squad in like February time. And then he came back in and started the Gillingham game, one we spoke about earlier, the 4-2, and he broke his leg in that game. And then it wasn't until he sort of came back. I remember Peterborough away he came on. How I remember all this, I do not know. But anyway, he came on for that game, and he had a really good run in the team. Obviously, scoring that volley against Portsmouth in the playoff semi-final. So, Jack, what do you think? What do you think of like Maguire being sort of completely left out? Do you think
he's just an inconsistent player? I think he has 5 to 10 game spells where he'll score every other game. He'll set a few up. He'll get a few match winners, and then he'll have 10 games where he doesn't do anything. But often you drop him out the team for a little bit. He comes back in and he starts firing again. I just think he's an inconsistent player, and that's all there is to it. Really, we've just seen so far the season hasn't really got going. Would I get rid of him? Not really, because unless it was to bring someone else in who's better, I think he's still got maybe 5 to 10, like 5 goals maybe till the end of the season. If he was to play most of the games and find a bit of form, they could be the goals I take us up. So I'd still keep myself.
Yeah, Karl, what do you think of Maguire?
It's like the Charlie White story. Not firing all cylinders first 2 seasons, injuries, and then perks up on season 3 of a contract. Lee Johnson, he knows what he wants, and if it's not Maguire, then just literally sell him on, bring someone else in, someone a little bit better. But for me, give him till the end of the season. Give Maguire till the end of the season. If he doesn't improve, just cut a losses and run.
Yeah, I think Maguire. I don't know how old he is, but I think he's like 30, 32 or 33 now. They're 32 years old. He's not going to be a player, I think, to have a really long, consistent run in the team. He's getting on a bit. He's not gonna. we talk about the consistent. We want consistent runs in the team. That's how players sort of find form. But I think he's not that type of player to do that. I think he can come on and sort of offer you something. Like how he came on in the playoffs against Portsmouth in the semi-final and scored that volley. So I think, in my opinion, he's more of a player to bring on, a bit of an impact player. Because he does have these good games, but he also does just have these awful games as well. And he has done. And it's one thing we've sort of got to cope with being in League One, is that we have loads of players who will just have a really inconsistent run, and it's going to be that way as long as we're here. So I wouldn't be too disappointed if we did see him go at the end of the season. I think he has done quite a good job while he's been here. Probably been one of our better players, but I think now he's getting on a little bit and. It might be time. It might be time to move on. But yeah, just before I start talking about Maguire, I just wanted to talk about Wyke quickly, because I did see this debate on SAFC Fan TV of where they were saying, yeah, he's doing well, give him praise where it's due, but obviously we can't forget his last 2 years at the club. So I know Jack, we'll start with you. So Charlie Wyke, I mean, do you sort of give him all the praise now and forgive him, or what do you think?
I mean, you don't just forget the first 2 seasons, but I don't see why we need to cling on to them either. You just say this season's been brilliant. This is what he's been doing. I don't see why we have to go, but in the first 2 seasons, it's like, yeah, it's in the past and it's different now. Like, I'm not saying we have to just completely forget about it, but I don't see why it's relevant. I don't see why we should don't give him too much praise. Like, his goal scoring record this season is about the same as Madge's. I think it might be even better potentially. The ratio might be even more. Why can we not just say, oh yeah, he's been doing brilliant? I don't get it.
Yeah, Karl, Charlie Wyke.
I literally said this on the podcast yesterday. That was kind of one of my focal points after watching FCC Fan TV. Yeah, he had 2 bad seasons. He was injured for most of one of them. He wasn't perking up. He's doing fantastic this season. Why should we hold the first 2 seasons against him when he's having the best time at the minute? Yes, you can't forget the first 2. It's impossible, but just let it go. He's doing brilliantly. He's firing on all cylinders. End of.
Dan, credit where it's due for Wyke.
Yeah, to be honest with you, who cares about the last 2 seasons? That's been and gone now, isn't it? You've got to focus on now, and you've got to focus on the future. And now he's doing brilliantly, and I'll keep praising him until he doesn't stop scoring, because you can't fault the man. He's the second top goal scorer in the league. He scored the most non-penalty goals. So he's basically, because he doesn't take penalties, he could have even more goals. And so, yeah, to be honest with you, yeah, he didn't do great, but that's in the past, We don't look at every other player and say they haven't done, because there's other players in the team that weren't very good in the first few seasons as well. But you just got to, for me, you've got to focus on the present. And at the moment, he's doing brilliantly. So fair play to the lad, and I hope he continues it.
Yeah, exactly. Look, you can't change the past, but you can try and change the future. And I think the difference is with Wyke and Grigg is that you see the effort from Wyke. Yes. Where you see very little effort from Grigg.
He's always tried from day one. He's always tried. Whereas Will Grigg, unless the ball's going to fall and right in the box, you can't bother to do anything.
Yeah, exactly. Karl, what do you think? I mean, Will Grigg, where do you start?
Will Grigg. Bye bye. Just cut, loss and run. I'd rather have Dobson back than Grigg.
Yeah. Dan,
get Adopted Mackem up front.
I can't even. There's not even much point talking about Grigg. I think I'll probably say he's the worst sort of Sunderland career I've ever seen in my life. He's just been awful. Get him out. I don't care if you pay it. Still, I'd rather just pay him off. Go, just leave. Get out. Can't stand him. When he's on the pitch as well, he looks disinterested. He was never, ever since he came, he never wanted to be. He was never up for it. You can tell by his body language on the pitch and off it. So for me, yeah, get out.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, if it was me at the top of the club, I would have terminated his contract probably the end of last season. He's one of those players that just doesn't. I don't think he just belongs here. He never did. I don't think ever will. So when people sort of criticise Wyke, I get, we're in League One, we don't have these great players, but I say, you want 100% effort, that's great, and I remember you shouldn't stay in the team because of your 100% effort, but I want you to see stay in the team if you're actually sort of a good player. And to be honest, look, Wyke is doing everything I want him to do at the moment. Also, just sort of we're sort of in the mid-season mark, and is everyone like pleased with where the squad is now? Because I think at the start of the window, to where we are now, I think we're probably going to be in better shape than we were at the end of the window than we were at the start. Jack, how do you feel where the squad is now?
Yeah, I seen a tweet yesterday that said this could be the best transfer window since Sam Allardyce. I think I said if we get a goal scoring, we need to plug the hole at left back. We've got that. We need some pace going forward, a bit of creativity. Hopefully, Jordan Jones can bring that. I would still like to say us bring in either a quick striker or an attacking midfielder just to absolutely make sure. But if not, I still think it's been a great window. And we've plugged certain gaps that needed plugging.
Yeah, Dan, what do you think of the window so far? Where
Brilliant.
the squad is?
He's identified. He's waited. Our last two managers, they were bringing in just players. Oh, he'll do all right. He'll do the job. This man already. He's only been here a couple of months, not even that. And he's identified the players he wants, and he's brought them in straight away. And he's made the best signings, or best on paper. They look like quality signings. So for me, I'm very pleased. Our left back, he's going to be better than McFadden, surely. So I'll definitely get him in. But yeah, we're 100% stronger because before the window, I was, as Johnson has said, he knows we needed a bit of pace, a bit of creativity, a bit of power, and I think Jordan Jones looks like he could be the man to bring that.
Yeah, Karl, what do you think of where the squad is right now?
When the transfer window opened in the summer, we got Arby, we got Remy Matthews. I thought, okay, who knows, we might be able to do something pretty good. And then we slumped. but we've got Jordan Jones. Hopefully he can fire on all cylinders. Charlie White's doing brilliantly. We got rid of Dobson and Grigg out on loan. And that proved to be really, really effective, especially when we played Ipswich. Managed to keep another clean sheet. Yeah, a bit of a poor performance. But, my opinion, one or two more signings, and I think we should be up there easily.
Yeah, brilliant. Just want to go back to a previous question on here on the live chat from Paul. My computer's just freezing.
So you're happy that's going to start today?
Is that all right? Is my quality is my Essex internet playing up again?
It's been a bit.
No, my Essex internet's messing up. Hang on, what's going on? Wait, Jack, take over.
Yeah,
let me sort myself
right,
out.
So Paul is put on saying, "Are you happy that's going to start today?" Dan, we'll start with you.
Yeah, I don't see why he drops Scowen. To be honest with you, I think he's done a solid job the last few games. I thought he did well against Ipswich. For me, like I don't know who you're going to play instead of Scowen. Like, what you're going to play Winchester? He's not really. I'll be honest with you. I think our midfield's not. None of our midfielders are brilliant. It's almost like he's like the best out of a bad bunch. But yeah, he's not going to. He's Lee Johnson's like sort of favourite player as well. I think because of obviously he's played with him before, so he's not. Yeah. He's gonna start every game for us. I'm pretty sure for me.
Yeah. I don't mind playing him in the 4-2-2 and he's a bit deep. I just kind of tonight we'll go 4-3-3 and he's got to go forward. He looks lost in the final third. Karl.
Sorry.
Oh, go on, Dan.
No, go on, Dan.
I was just gonna. Every time he goes forward and has a chance on the edge of the box, he's never hit the target once. It goes into like Rose head every time. So yeah, if he's playing defensive with Leopard, the two defensive midfielders, and I like him there, but not going forward.
Karl, what about you?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm happy that Scowen is playing.
Yeah, do you know, my internet's just playing up. I've got an Essex.
No, that's fine, mate. We can do the last 10 without you if you need to go.
But I don't know. Can he actually? improve? Yes, I think he can improve. So yeah, I'm happy with Scowen starting. But he just needs a few more games, a few more chances to prove that he can actually do what he can do.
Yeah, Matthew, are you ready to come back in, or do you need?
Yeah, I'm ready. Sorry, it's the Essex internet's playing up.
Scowen, my favourite.
We're on Josh Scowen. Brilliant. Am I happy he's starting? Well, as I keep saying before in previous live streams and videos, I keep saying the only thing we can really change at the moment. I mean, we've got our defense, sort of few defenders back now. But the only thing we could sort of change was our midfield. There wasn't too much else we could actually change. There were, could have took Scowen out, Ledbetter out, whoever. And put Winchester in. Just wanted to check another thing. Is 09 on the bench today?
Yeah.
Is he? Yeah, he is. Yeah. So yeah, that's another sort of midfield option. But Scowen, look, I don't think he played too bad against Ipswich. The only thing that annoys me is a lot of things annoy me, but I'll just give you a few things. As how quick. I mean, Scowen, I think he's all right. Look, he's nothing more than a League One player in my opinion. He's sort of top end League One. Hang on a minute. Who's this? Nomad on Step It. How can watch the match on the internet? I couldn't find any broadcast. I don't know, mate. SAFC.com live stream. Buy your £10 stream. Or what you can do is everyone subscribe. To the channel. We'll get to 300 and we'll give you away a streamer pass for the match. Lovely. So back to what I was saying is I think Scowen, when he passes the ball forward, it's a little bit too slow. He needs to get a bit more of momentum going, a bit more tempo in the team. I remember even there's one of the Sky commentators on Tuesday who said Sunderland had a quick free kick to take that and they just passed it back. They had such a great opportunity to break away and they just passed it back and they're so slow. And they're like, what are they all doing? They're just like, they're not even bothered. They're like all slow running around the pitch. Like when he get forward quickly, and I think what Scowen is, I don't think he runs around and does whatever. I think he does it all right and then he passes the ball out to people, but I don't think he wants to get the ball and run forward and quick. He's not that sort of player. So am I happy he's starting? Well, I'm certainly not disappointed, but I wouldn't say I'm happy. Would be a bit of an overstatement, but yeah, I'm not too sure. What else were we talking about? Were we just talking about this because my internet just completely went.
Paul has said 09 for Scowen. That's what I would like to see.
Well, yeah. I mean, 09 for Scowen. I mean, look, I think they're two different sorts of players, really. Didn't you say? I remember you saying on your the Red and White podcast, it was a great podcast. Everyone should go subscribe to that as well. Didn't you have some a Gillingham fan come on the? Well, no, you didn't have a Gillingham. You had James. You had
Gillingham fan.
You had the James Copley or something like that from the. Yeah. So
from
the Echo. Didn't you say that you were quite pleased with 09 when he came on in midfield?
I don't think I commented on his performance when he came in. I just think that's what I want to say. I think when he's played in midfield for so far since his time at Sunderland, he's actually scored a lot of goals and he's actually improved us going forward. I would just like to see him slot in as a number 8 or a number 10.
Yeah. Anyone else want to comment on that 09 in midfield, Dan?
Yeah, to be honest with you, if I don't care where 09 plays, as long as he's on the pitch, he has to start. But for me, I still think he's struggling with his shoulder. Because when I was watching the Ipswich game, it felt like he was sort of carrying it a bit. It doesn't look quite at it. And I think Lee Johnson in his press conference was saying, because 09 is so up for it and he wants to play every game, it sort of doesn't help when he's coming back from injury because he almost wants to go before he's actually ready. So maybe he might be ready soon, properly ready. But as you said, he can't take throw-ins. And I know, obviously, you can play in centre mid, but that still must have an effect on how you move. I think he's definitely still been affected by it. But yeah, I love him. I love 09 to start every game. Depends whether I'd have him in centre mid as well. Yeah.
We've got 5 minutes left. Karl, just quickly, 09 in midfield.
Yeah, I'd rather have 09 than Scowen, but with a shoulder injury, I'm literally with Lee Johnson on this one. I don't want to risk him. So give him a couple of games out. let that shoulder heal, and then hopefully we get him back. We get rid of Putz going back on the bench, get Unknown back on there. Happy days.
Yeah, lovely. So we've got how long left now? 5 minutes. I'll just get everyone's score predictions. But just before I do that, I just want to say one last time, if you are watching, you haven't yet, do subscribe to the channel. Only a few away now from getting 300. And then we can do our little giveaway. Also, like it as well, because I'm not too sure how many likes we're on at the moment. We're on 14 likes, and there's 16 people watching now. So now 17. So just those extra people, just press the like button now, and then we'll all be very happy. So, but we'll come around now just before we end the live stream, because we're doing it half an hour before kickoff. Jack, we'll start with you. Your prediction for
Sunderland 1, Gillingham 0.
Oh, I stick my score.
Go on, Dan, was that your score as well then? 1-0?
Yeah, the last game I went 1-0 White, and I'm going to continue going 1-0 and White goal until it doesn't happen. So yeah, 1-0 White.
Everyone put your score predictions in the chat as well. Karl, what do you think the score's going to be?
Now I said on Tuesday Sunderland win, and then you boys were pushing me for a score, and I said 1-0, and it happened. It has going to be 1-0. I'm gonna stick to my guns. 1-0 Sunderland. If we get 2 goals, even better. But I'm feeling 1-0.
Who's going to score for you?
The main man, of course.
White goal. Assisted by
Why can't he
He score.
Yeah, fair enough. And I'm going to say 1-0 as well. Scored by Charlie White as well.
Probably be 5-0 now. It's Gillingham.
Maybe. I wouldn't be surprised if they just came and beat us like 2-1 or 2-0 or something like that. So we've all gone for a 1-0 win. Do tell us your score prediction in the chat. Leodell's gone for 1-0 White to score first, and also White to score last as well if it's 1-0. And Paul has said 2-0 to Sunderland.
Joseph Billingsley, 4-0 White gets them.
4-0, yeah. So I pressed at the same time. 4-0 White gets all of that. That wouldn't surprise me. But yeah, so we are sort of coming to the end now. What I will just tell everyone watching at the moment is that we are also doing a live stream after the match. So we'll be getting I don't know, have we told people this yet? I'm not too sure. But the fan reactions after the games in the compilation form video are now going to stop. But I think now it's probably a better idea that we have is to get the fans on a live stream so we can get 4 and we can get up to 10 people on here at once. So everyone can come on the live stream and actually tell their opinion openly, say what they want about the game. I'm not usually one for talking after the game, but I'm going to have to sort of bring myself up here and just sit here and do it really. But yeah, so everyone watching now, make sure you do tune into that. We'll start around 3:15. Me and Dan will be here hosting it. Karl and Jack, you going to come on and give your opinion as well?
Yeah,
Yep.
I'll come on for 10 minutes or so.
Yep, cool. No problem then. So yeah, so make sure everyone does that. So yeah, as well. I mean, what else really is there to say? Go over to the Adopted Mackem's YouTube channel as well, and subscribe to him. Karl, is there anything?
I can see it's literally said 2-0 Charlie White double.
Yeah. Okay. So said yeah. 2-0 Charlie White double. Karl, is there anything more you'd like to say about your channel before we end?
Quite literally, the Black Cat podcast is not like any other podcast. No offense, Jack, because your one's pretty good.
Karl's is better.
It's literally a fun, friendly environment. No stress, no hassle. Literally, have a laugh, have a giggle. Talk all things Sunderland and some transfers, do some one-word games, and it's all good fun.
Brilliant. And Jack as well, in case anyone doesn't know yet, talk about your channel for a little bit.
Yeah, preview every game with an opposition fan, talking about their team and our team, how it's going to match up. Trying to get ex-players on when I can for an interview. Gary Bennett, Danny Collins, a couple of names that spring to mind already. As well as just other kind of notable fans. Andy Camus, who was on Netflix, came on. Got a very interesting one coming on later in the week, which I told you about, Matthew. I told you all yesterday.
Can't remember.
I'm trying to quite
I know.
quite an influential figure in Sunderland, I'll say. coming on later in the week as well, things like that. So yeah, that's everything that's going on in mine.
Yeah, we're just about to end the live stream now, but our viewers just went up to 30. So if you are still here, quickly, everyone, press the like button and subscribe as well if you haven't. Or everyone put your score predictions in the live chat as well, although we are about to end it. Leodell says, "Hi, the lads. Let's get them in the playoffs, hopefully a little bit better than that." But yeah, no, I just want to thank everyone for watching, everyone for taking part in the quiz. Jack won the quiz today. We'll be back. Will we be? Oh, Jesus. Are we going to do on Tuesday?
Leeson.com, maybe not. We may do on Saturday because then we've got a lot to talk about with there being the game on Tuesday against like the exact same team. So maybe we'll have a chat about it.
Maybe, yeah. All right then. Yeah. So who's this one? I feel that 1-0, and you will promote directly. End of the good luck and best wishes from Turkey. Cheers, mate. End of the season. Yeah, brilliant. Thank you very much. And yeah, so thank you all for watching. Everyone enjoy the game. Hopefully we win. Away the lads. Come on.